Hello and welcome to PocketGamer.biz's YouTube channel. This is our first time user experience where we play games for the first time, and as you can see we're playing Summoner's War. So let's start this one off. Come on, off we go. So Summoner's War has actually been around for touch it again. Been around for a long time, and we have not done any first time user experience on it before. We've not played it before on our YouTube channel, so I thought now's a good time to give it a go. So it's from Korean publisher Come To Us, and it has been the rocket ship that has catapulted them into the top rankings of the kind of mobile game publishing sector. It's just been phenomenally successful, and it's kind of interesting because it's not like a big brand, still not a game that a lot of people will have heard of, but it is their biggest game by quite a long way, and it is a $100 million a year franchise. And it probably, given the way it's expanding, it wouldn't be a surprise if it's going to end up as a kind of lifetime $1 billion value game. It's just kind of building up there. So if I can ever get it to start. So first time user experience is obviously about playing a game for the first time and just kind of having an idea about the tutorial and seeing how a game is introduced. Particularly the case with something like this, which is it's Korean developed, so quite grindy. Koreans are all the Asian kind of territories, the big mobile territories, Japan, Korea and China. They all have their own kind of specific type of games that work well there. But they tend to quite like, to the West, what we would consider quite grindy games where you grind out kind of progress. Obviously you pay for it as well, but there is a, particularly I guess for RPGs, that there's a kind of value or a delight in earning your progress by not spending money and just spending time. So anyway, we're going to go through the typical kind of customization thing. Done. So it's a little bit odd, the user interface there was a bit PC like. The other thing about kind of Korea is much more PC focused than some like Japan. So a lot of the Korean developers have come from PC background, so that can kind of affect how a game is presented. So here we go. There's this little, not little, but here's our kind of Elena. She's been waiting for us. She's my assistant. She's going to do my best. I buzz with excitement. Do I know Durand? No, don't know Durand. Got a message. Jolly good. Here he is. He's looking very happy. Okay, so the usual kind of RPG thing. It's going to be like the hero's journey in all those films. Mana stones use magic. Okay. Wondrous pond. Okay, collect mana. Okay, we get the idea there. Oh, collect mana already. That's good. That's what we like in a tutorial, to be able to tackle something. Summon Henge. Okay. Summoner's War. So yes, let's summon one now. Come on. So immediately now we're into the game interface, which is, it's kind of maybe rude to say I've seen worse. It's actually not too bad. Actually, it's quite clean. But we can also see there's some stuff there. There's quite a lot of numbers and things. And anyway, we'll go into that later. So this is my Summon Henge, Unknown Scrolls, Mystical Summon. Okay. So it's going to cost. So straight away we're kind of getting an idea about there's a rarity value. So monsters have different star ratings. Looks like we've got some sort of wolf chap here. A hellhound. Yeah, it's very impressive. I can tap on a screen like no one's business. Oh, okay. So I'm going to get a better one. So again we're going to summon, but this time we're going to do a mythical summon. So there's a more powerful one. We can see that we're using up resources. That. What we've got? I've got a little fairy. Oh, that's sweet, isn't it? I think the hellhound's a bit more scary, isn't he? Okay. A gateway. teleport to battle areas, and there's an energy, so immediately we're getting an idea there's an energy. So good, summon our monster, I can warm up. Okay. So immediately again we see more kind of user interface options, monster challenge, community shop. This is okay. Let's go to battle as an energy again. Can add friends. I can't do that at the moment. Okay, so I'm creating my squad. You can see who I'm attacking. So in the tutorial they've not cut down the user interface. They're showing stuff that you can't actually use in the tutorial because it's kind of blocked out. But they're kind of still showing it's there. Some people, sometimes some developers in the tutorial will actually have a kind of a custom user interface. So here we go. So we've got like a rock paper scissors kind of thing. So we're just going to tap on there, bite your enemy, or double attack. So tap on one, double attack. Yum yum yum. Oh, got him. So she's like a healer by the look of it. And she's done a hit. But, okay, this is kind of something that's kind of pretty important if we're going to play this game a lot. We don't really want to play it for the first time. We might want to play it just at one speed, but basically you're going to want to play as fast as possible and probably have an autoplay. So in Asia, autoplay is pretty standard, pretty big. So let's do our bite. There we go. Drop the gem. That's good. Got some rewards. It's always nice to get rewards, isn't it? And I got a summon scroll. So there we go. We know what summon scrolls can do because we've just had that. That's a good tutorial. So you do something and then it's reinforced by doing it again. I wonder what we're going to get this time. A chap with a big sword and some spiky hair. A vagabond. A vagabond with wind properties. There we go. Okay, so we've seen the rock, paper, scissors, wind, water, fire. Even I can work out how that one works. Which is actually quite important. I think a lot of these RPGs do have this kind of rock, paper, scissors kind of set up, but sometimes there's 3, sometimes there's 5, and then sometimes you just get confused about does purple beat black, or which is obviously, if you're playing a game a lot, if I'm going to drop 100 hours in this game, which is what many people have done, that's fine. You want the depth in it, but you don't necessarily want that depth right at the beginning. Oh, there's a magic ring I can engrave on a monster. Okay, so again we're seeing another. I guess this is metagame stuff. We've seen the gameplay. We've seen what I do with my squad. I tap on things and attack. But now the metagame is the leveling up part. So it's going to show me here. I'm going to engrave it. So basically, this means embedding it, I suppose. There we go, so we can see now I'm going to embed this, but let's try and power up. So tap on there. But you can see there's a whole bunch, another 5 I can do, and then probably it'll power up. So I've powered up the rune. Yes, it was successful. So we can see sometimes it won't be successful, so there's a randomness in there as well, which is obviously in the tutorial. It's just reinforcing everything. Everything is beautiful. Okay, watch that. And the nice thing we can see here, the 3 I summoned are wandering around. That's just a very good visual representation. Here's the power circle, which I'm going to buy. Mana stone. I have no idea what mana stones are, but I'm just going to do that. And what happened now? No. Oh, that's the one. Okay, I can't. That's a bit odd that you placed it there, but obviously. No, it's a bit odd. I think you would have thought automatically would have placed it somewhere where you weren't then confused what to do. But maybe it wants you to be confused, so you start to take control. Sometimes in tutorials, counterintuitive things are the good things to do. Going to power up our monsters. So we're going to power up our. Oh, what we're going to do? We're going to use a material. So we're going to use like this, whatever this mushroom thing is. The material monster will disappear, so this is kind of something we know. We use kind of consumables to power up the things we actually care about. And maybe at some point I'll use the Hellhound to power up some other more powerful thing. there's another spot. Yeah, so we can max it out, and then there'll be another one. So okay. So there we go. Just about the arena. How's it going? Yeah, it's all great. Into the arena. Okay, so arena portal. Okay, so there we go. There's something going on in the actual mission of the game and this arena thing as well. New mission to be added. Search the Garden Forest. Okay, so then we see some other things. There's a daily bonus. So obviously very straightforward, very kind of common now in RPGs or in any game. You know, you reward people for coming back. You try and get them into the habit of coming back every day. Go into here. There's a monthly bonus package. So this is money. This is basically the shop, but set up in a different way, different retailing thing. This has come to us as logos. So they've got to have a tell me something's going on in the game. Oh goodness me! So that's that's a bit boring. I'll look at that. But there's media. Well, not the media is probably. So we can follow them. It's interesting. Obviously, a big game like this, it has Twitter and Facebook and such like. A lot of games would actually reward you if you can do that. Say, here's some gems or something. It's kind of interesting they've not done that. And we can see here on the left hand, on the top right hand side, there's energy, and there's this, I don't know what that, some other type resource, and then there's these blue gems and there's red gems. So we can see that that's going to be how the game monetizes, and we kind of can expect how we're going to use those to buy new kind of effectively buy the potential to summon new characters and upgrade them. We can look here in the shop. So we can see to expand my Sky Arena. I've not even got the Sky Arena. That's going to cost me that. So there's the buildings. So these are things that will unlock and provide new functionality. The Glory Shop for this kind of scroll stuff. The Cash Shop. So that's where I spend money. The Special Shop where I summon stuff and get boosters and change my name. That always really surprised me. How many people really want to change their name? But anyway, and there are hot packages, which basically are so these are interesting. This is kind of like you get kind of, these are like subscriptions. So you get let's give you information on these. Yeah, okay. So I get 15 days of special benefits every day. You log in, you get these kind of subscription crystals. So there we go. Pretty simple. I don't want to go into too much depth on this kind of first time user experience. So actually, this is a very deep game. And we can see it's kind of nice here. This little kind of thing, this little kind of rolling text thing can get in the way, I think, in some games. But I think it also kind of gives a view of the wider world that other people playing this game. Who I don't know who. You know, whatever's going on. Larry 007 has found a salamander. Well, very exciting, but it just gives you an idea. This is a bigger world than just you playing in this game, and that's obviously this kind of free-to-play games as a service. That's what it is now. You could be playing in your little world and never join a clan or an alliance or such like, but you'll understand it's a bigger game than you, and that really helps in retention and in engagement and getting you back every day. So there we go. Summoner's War. Obviously it's been successful, so it's well honed, and so certainly Come To Us knows what it's doing when it comes to this kind of RPG thing. And its big focus now is RPGs. It's seen how successful you can be globally, in Korea and in Asia and in the West with RPGs. They just work really well as free-to-play games, and people who play them may not be the biggest, not necessarily a mass audience. It's not the Candy Crush kind of audience. It may not even be the Clash of Clans audience, but they are an audience, a big audience who are prepared to spend a lot of time playing games and spend a lot of money buying stuff in games, which makes them valuable for free-to-play developers and publishers like Come To Us. So that's our first time user experience for Summoner's War. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we do a lot of analysis of mobile free-to-play games. We do it at different levels. We do some like this kind of like first time user stuff, and we do a bit more in depth if we played a game for maybe a few weeks or months. And if we really like a game, we go into a lot of depth. So if you subscribe, you will not miss a thing. But anyway, thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.